And my first venue was the parking lot outside of Holly Farms. And I was there all day, every day, and it was awesome. So without further ado, this is called Flow Collection. Well, I was hoping to write me a flow so you know all the lengths that I've gone, and if they're right or they're wrong, and I'm trying so hard to make you understand, but I'm trying too hard to hold life in my hands, and happiness comes in little teaspoon-sized doses. Don't you think you know that it's not 2 dozen roses, it's love in your face, or winning the race, it's not fourth or the second, oh man, it's first place, because you're striving to win, so kids don't give in to your parents who think you don't know what's up. You know when you're 9 that life sometimes sucks, so you learn all the lies they throw up in the air. I mean, who was not crushed when they saw the tooth fairy? Is only your mom in your room before dawn, and she slipped you some money real quick, then she's gone. But I got one more story of children's folklore, the big fat Santa Claus in the department store. He laughs like a jello mug filled to the brim. But mad little kids know that's not really him who brings all the toys and battery-powered joys to the tree in your home, cut down when it's growing high enough to graze the paint on the ceiling. But nobody knows what that poor tree is feeling, because just the cute animals pour every day. Well, plants aren't cute, so we're chopped anyway. Who would have known as a people? We're kind of stupid, just thinking that love is some arrow from Cupid, and then we filter our water to make sure it's pure, but pollution is causing this disease with no cure. Everyone's walking a little closer to hell. It's damn hot down there. I'm sure we'll burn well when we lie in our tanning bed till all our skin turns red. Cancer, we're beating it with some sort of treatment, while heart disease claims all these lives, and we're surprised to see heart attacks kill right before our own eyes. And so I praise all these patients who have so much patience to wait for a kidney that makes a good match, because people die slowly. I bet that they're lonely. They're waiting so patiently for the next batch, and they're often subjected, and then they're rejected, and then they're torn down, swept up, and collected with nothing but patience to help them pull through. So, boy, am I lucky that I've collected all of you. Thank you. So I will be performing as MC Vendetta on the very first Saturday of the fest at the Wham Bam Thank You Slam, which is a wonderful mixture of burlesque dance, erotic poetry, and hip-hop music and comedy. So come check it out at Nietzsche's First Friday, and maybe you'll get to see them again. Oh yeah, and the visual arts coordinator, Kat McCarthy, and I are doing a joint venture, which is going to be performance, comedy, and visual art together, called Dazzlingly Inappropriate, about all of those things that you talk about with your friends during lunch, but you probably wouldn't say in public. We're going to say them in public. It's going to be a good time. And that's on Tuesday the 31st at Rustbelt Brooks. So, I know it seems like I'm up here a long time, but I'm also playing a band, and we're number 2 on the list. So this is Dave, he's my drummer in my band. We play in the Bloodthirsty Vegans. Our show is going to be on Saturday, August 4th, on the porch of the Nickel City Housing Co-op for a show called The Lawn Disco. It's really fun, lots of dancing outside. Can you guys hear the little beat?
Got a minute. Yeah.
When you feel life come and knock you down, tripping for feet to your puddle, but you're almost drowned, and you crawling like a baby all around on the ground. He's a tits on the script to how to block the sound of a feet ringing, singing in your ear, feeling your loving up and with a batch full of fear, clouding your world and make it unclear. Miss V has got the answer, and I got it right here. So come see Bloodthirsty Vegans at the Lawn Disco on August 4th.
Thank you. That was MC Vendetta and the Bloodthirsty Vegans. Got a bunch of shows.
Some miraculous thing happened when I put my flower pot back in my backpack.
I just said it.
Nothing like hip-hop to grow a flower.
All right, random. All right, we got Leslie Feingold come on up next.
No, it's Feinberg.
Feinberg. Iceberg, Feinberg.
Were you there for that joke the other night? You said Jack, that's okay. Hi. Okay, so my name is Leslie, and I'm the dance coordinator for the festival. I've been doing it for about 5 years now, and Buffalo Infringement is a labor of love for all of us. So I just want to take a moment to acknowledge all the coordinators and all the organizers. They really bust huge ass to make this festival happen, and they don't get paid, and it's all volunteer time. So just say thank you to all of them, please. Every year my troupe dances in the Infringement Festival. I'm in an American tribal style belly dance company called Euphrasia, and we have a new company called Metamorphosis Dance. We will be dancing as special guests for a couple of other infringement artists, the Miraculous Rhythms and Sankofa, Million Women Drummers, and Pyromans. But as you can see, I have a pair of fairy wings on, and that's why I'm up here, is to promote my proposal. And it's in the true spirit of the Infringement Festival. Shakespeare wrote, "What fools these mortals be," and I don't know if we're really fools so much as people that are really good at knowing when there's an opportunity. So this is an opportunity. On Sunday, July 29th at approximately 5 p.m., our flash mob of glitter-coated fairies, pixies, elves, and other magical creatures, that might be you, this is for everybody, is going to descend upon Shakespeare in the Park's production of A Midsummer's Night Dream. Now, I just want to make one thing clear, is that you come in your costume, we come have fun, but we're actually going to just sit in the audience and watch the play. We're not infringing on their show. So it's going to be about coming early, before they're even on the stage, having a good time, getting to meet other infringers, and looking fun, like having a good time with your costume. We have a Facebook page. It's more information will be on there. It will unfold, and there's flyers on the tables, and I have more, and the Facebook event page is on there. If you need costumes, you can get them anywhere. You can get makeup anywhere. You can get help from any of us, and we just come and have a good time. That's what it's all about. It is a Midsummer's Night Infringement. So that's it.
Well timed. Exactly 2 minutes. There it goes. Peter Sorkin is coming up next. Peter Sorkin's another guy who's been helping us out a lot.
Hi, folks. I only got 2 minutes, so I'll just sing and talk loud. Now a minute and a half. My name's Peter Sorkin. I came up here to do some community organizing. I've never been to Western New York before, and I fell in love with it. But politics is enough to give you the blues. I used to work as a music therapist at a residential treatment facility, which is a fancy name for a foster home. And I thought who better than to bring the inner city youth the blues and teach them about rhythm and blues of America than a white Jewish kid from Long Island whose dad is a lawyer. Got a split. But I think I know I probably will. I gotta leave, I got nothing left to lose. But you shouldn't be going AWOL with the residential treatment facility blues. Oh, and when I'm out of program or I refuse to take my meds, I say it weren't my fault, but I still get early bed. And if I misbehave, then I'll be restricted to my unit. Why they always it wasn't me, I didn't do it. So come out and see me perform if you want to hear the last of that song. Thanks for supporting Infringement in Buffalo and Western New York.
Okay, so this year I'm only doing visual art, and I'm only hosting Filigree Gallery Critique, and I'm only representing you guys in the press for this festival. I love all of you. I just wanted to show you, these are some of my paintings. I like to do layers and stuff. So there's different ways to like hold a paintbrush. I'm using acrylics, and then I'm doing oil over the top. So a paintbrush, you don't just hold it like a pencil. Sometimes you hold it this way. Sometimes you make marks this way. Sometimes you make long, broad strokes. Sometimes you make short, little strokes. And then the cool thing is they make these oil markers. So on top of all my acrylic paintings, I'm doing these cool oil marker things. And I'm hoping you guys come and see them. They're going to be at the gallery on Main Street with a bunch of other super cool visual artists. And you guys can come trip out on them and look at them for hours and buy them, all of them. I love you guys.
Was it on the mind with the schedule? Hey Roy, come on up here. We got your shit ready. Pardon, my friend. Track one. Roy's part of the 8-Bit Buffalo thing going on around here. You should all check that out. Theater Collective.
Can we give up our spot? We're waiting on a cable.
Well,
A cable.
And then next is Sarah Elizabeth? Sarah?
Here she comes. Sorry, I didn't want to.
Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, to my show, August 3rd, poetry at Star Studio. Ladies, see some great poets, visual arts. Very good, very good.
Hey everybody, I'm Sarah Elizabeth. I'm an indie singer-songwriter from Albany, New York.
How you doing?
I'm 20 years old. I just graduated from the University of Buffalo Music Department with a concentration in composition and music technology. I'll be playing around Infringement, I think 3 dates at Allentown Music, Buffalo Barfly, and Old Wonder Moth. Check it out. Some songs with my band off our newly released album On the Rise. I'm going to do a quick shortened version of one of my songs called And That's All. Do you see the way the light spills through the window on the picture frame? I haven't slept and feeling so relaxed, and it probably think I'm insane. But I'm crawling the walls, expecting them for detail, which in his or mine, either way too fair. Silver lights on the wall that caught my eye, tells me the light still shines, and that's all. Do you see the way my hair flips out on the right side of my head? I haven't slept, but I won't accept living hanging on by a thread. So I'm sitting here watching the sunbeams grow, and I ask that picture frame if he ever did know that he'd be the one to wake me up. He said the light still shines, oh the light still shines, and that's myself. Thank you guys. I have some CDs and business cards and flyers over there at that table by the bar.
All right, thank you. Thank you, sir. Next coming up, Jen Whitmore.
Lovely job there, lovely job.
Hi, I'm Jen Whitmore. I don't have it memorized where I'm playing, but I'm playing solo as well as with a trio called Radio Red.
Alright, cool.
Do a solo song now.
He lay down beside me. He lay down and swept my hair. His eyes spoke the words of the love that was there. He lay down beside me, and on the pillow stain the plans of our life in the love that we made. I am yours, my love is forever. I am yours in everything we build together. More, 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 more.
Thanks, Jen. This is a phase we all know about. Sam Ryan coming up next.
Yeah!
Hi, everybody. My name is Sam Ryan. I am a first-time infringer. I'm super excited. Thank you all, everybody, for putting this together. I did a bunch of abstract nudes as a form of physical therapy because I was injured pretty badly at work. And I have the pleasure of showing them, luckily due to infringement. So thanks so much, you guys, and come out and see us. I am showing at the Impact Artists Gallery at the Tri-Main building. So thanks everybody. Give my 30 seconds to next infringing artist.
We appreciate that, Sam. Quick and all the info. Next is Francis Bacon, the man in the hat.
Hello, my name is John Kehoe with the Francis Bacon Experiment. We are going to be at the Vault, or the Fur Vault, or Wasteland, upstairs, 702 Main Street. We're going to be bringing 420 the musical to the stage. We premiered it in April 20th, and we're bringing it back for 2 nights, August 3rd and 4th, 8 o'clock. It's fun, it's silly, and it's best if you pregame it. That's all I'm going to say. So come see 420 the musical, and we have residency at the Vault, so look for stuff from Francis Bacon in the very near future. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Next is coming up Karima, Rise Up Cafe.
Don't put your money in a barrel. Don't waste it on a ruby red ring. Give it all to Karima. Mean she'll fix your dinner while you sing. I got the blues, the empty pocket blues. Some say the blues are sorrowful. Some say the blues are sad, but when I sing the blues to you, they come out feeling glad. I've got the blues, the empty pocket blues.
All right, thank you. Give her a hand, show us some love. You know what to do. Sophia Roberts
I'm Karima Amin, and we work with Laura Hakel to create something that we call Rise Up Cafe. And we invite all of you to come out and hear some powerful, powerful, powerful music, powerful singing, see some powerful dance, and also hear some powerful spoken word. On Friday, July 27th, from 8 until 9, doors open at 7:30. We'll be at Buffalo East, 1410 Main Street, near West Utica. Rise Up Cafe is a place where you can meditate, contemplate, and if necessary, resuscitate your mind, your body, your spirit, and your soul. We plan to embrace you in the music, embrace you with the spoken word, and embrace you with the song and dance. It's a place where you can feel inspired and empowered. Don't forget, Rise Up Cafe, Sunday, July 27th, from 8 till 9, doors open at 7:30. We're requesting a little bit of a donation, but we're not turning anybody away. Come, have a good time, pay what you can if you can, and just get ready to be embraced with the Spirit. Thank you.
There's the kind of women that'll knock blues right off you. Portia with Misconnections.
Hi, I'm Portia Jones. I am an artist. I work mainly with photography and the internet. I'm showing 2 collections of photographs for the Infringement Fest. I'm showing one at Main Street Studios, and the other collection will be across the street above the vault. I have some samples for those if you're interested, but I really want to talk about Misconnections, which is my installation performance that I'm doing. I'm going to be misconnecting people. If you don't know what that is, I suggest you go on the internet and you go on Craigslist and you read the misconnection. And in fact, I suggest that you do that anyway, because as a special sneak preview, I'm going to be misconnecting some people here tonight, knowing and unknowing volunteers. So I suggest you look for yourself on Craigslist. Thank you, everyone.
It's kind of messing with people we appreciate here at Buffalo Infringement Festival. Ashley A.
Did I break it?
Ashley Ampleman? Where is she? There she is. Ashley's been helping us out here at the Infringement Festival over the past couple of weeks. We appreciate that. Come on up.
I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm going to say, but my name is Ashley Implement. I'm doing a solo project called Love Extremes, and some of my friends out there are going to help me on the 30th at Nietzsche's. From 6 to 10, we're going to play a half-an-hour set for you guys, and I'm going to sing a little bit from my album called Follow Me, and this one's called Beauty of Love.
Your eyes, I see still cold eyes, and straight face to you hide, and the burns me from inside. I looked in your eyes, and I saw what most would despise. You have a grip, talking time after time. Love is beautiful, but beauty has nothing to do with love. And ugliness makes me love you.
So that's it. Sorry about that, Joe.
Thank you, Ashley. Sarah's up next.
What's up, everybody? My piece is called The Love Plug, and I have been on a journey of self-love for over a decade, and I also self-love from the inside out. And so I've been, yeah, I mean, come on, we all self-love. But so I've had this vision of doing a piece around this journey that I've been on, and that's what this piece will be around. And I've also started to create, write, have song and music come through me. So it will be either me singing live or recorded. I haven't decided yet. So come check it out. Self-expression, self-love, power to the people, peace and love.
Thank you. Next, we got a longtime participant of the Buffalo Infringement Festival, Michelle Costa.
Thank you. Evening. Michelle Costa from Theater Figuren. And this year I will be presenting once again a brand new puppetry theater performance piece entitled Symphony. And Symphony will feature three things. First of all, the most fantastic soundtrack. It's a great American classical symphonic work, Aaron Copland's Symphony No. 3. And you're probably familiar with the little snippet in the very middle called the Fanfare for the Common Man. Secondly, there are two puppet characters, this man here and his dog, a scruffy terrier who is handicapped but gets along very well on two wheels. Thirdly, and this is kind of an experiment for me, but I'm using almost 100 feet, yards and yards of painted imagery. Just a second. Be able to show a little bit of it. So this painted imagery, there are scrolls, several of these scrolls that unfurl. They move horizontally up and down. And throughout the symphonic work, I'm telling the story. Cinematically, I've painted the imagery so that sometimes it is showing landscape or background for the puppets to perform in front of. Other times the puppets leave. Actually, a lot of the time the puppets, the two characters, are not seen, but what we see in the imagery is what they are seeing. It's their journey. So again, cinematically it might be long shots or close-ups, and this is ever moving throughout the piece. Now, what is the story about? Well, after much listening to the symphonic work and a lot of daydreaming, I concocted a story, and I set it in 1946, which is when Aaron Copland finished the symphonic work, and it's also the end of World War II. But this man and his dog have been living in a hole in the ground, a hand-dug home that they dug, and it's at the edge of the road at the base of a billboard. And yet, on this day, they emerge, and that's the story of Symphony. Thank you.
Where is this one going on?
It'll be at the very nice air-conditioned auditorium of the Crane Library, Rust Belt Books, and one time at the Allen Street Hardware Cafe.
Good question. Next, we've got Adam Giancarlo, Two of a Kind.
Hi, we are Two of a Kind. My name is Adam Giancarlo.
No, they took my iced tea. It was sitting right here.
Anyway, we're a jazz fusion duo. We play original music. I play guitar and I play keyboard. And
I'm a vibratist. I play vibraphone.
And as you can hear, our video isn't working, but this is our music. So we're going to be playing at Allentown Music, The Bend, Barfly, and we'll also be on WBNY, the radio program. We're going to be interviewed and we're going to perform live also. So we do original and we also do some jazz standards. So sort of a mix of different styles, stuff like that. So.
Yep. that's pretty much it. And this is my first time doing Infringement. I'm a partner of Adam's, and we've collaborated maybe about 6 months now. I've been knowing Adam for quite some years, and we've always talked about collaborating, getting together, and doing some music. And finally, the chance has come for us to do this, so we're enjoying the music, and hope you enjoy it too.
Yeah, we're excited. So thanks, guys. Thanks for. Okay, and I'm Adam Giancarlo. I also do a solo act. I'm a musician who plays basically folk, rock, acoustic, blues, jazz, lots of different styles and stuff like that. Mostly original music, some covers, but the content of my lyrics is a wide range. From political commentary to social commentary to relationship and personal things, as well as I also do some children's songs. I've written children's songs and educational songs because I was a math teacher for a short time. So I wrote some math songs, which is a little bit different than most people. I guess my video is not working either. But I will be playing at Allentown Music also, Barfly, ZGM, I believe it is called, and I'll also be on WBNY, the radio show, getting interviewed and performing live as well. So you guys should come check out Two of a Kind. Actually, on Monday we're going to be the featured showcase artists, Two of a Kind, at 8 o'clock. At Nietzsche's, so come check us out. Thanks, sorry about the lack of music or video. It wasn't my fault, I promise.
No, it wasn't his fault. Sorry, 2 minutes apiece, don't have a lot of time to go through menus and grab video out. It's okay. Subversive Theater coming on up next. We all know who they are.
Hey, I'm going to see if I can fit my entire cast on this stage. Well, most of the cast. Hey, so my name is Bob Van Valen, and I'm with Subversive Theater Collective. For Infringement this year, we're doing a play. It's called A Man's a Man by Bertolt Brecht. And I wrote a new adaptation of this play to take place in Afghanistan. It's a satirical anti-war play that parodies the dehumanization that war causes to soldiers. It's really funny, trust me. And wait, hold on. I wrote some notes. I was going to show a video, but videos apparently don't work. So it's cool. It's cool.
We still love you.
So one of the cool things about the play. By the way, this is my cast. Everybody, give it up for my cast. Thanks, guys. They're here for moral support. So one of the cool things about the show is that it sort of takes on the. It sort of is like a propaganda piece that's supposed to be like, join the army. It's supposed to be like a recruitment commercial almost. And one of my big inspirations for it was the video I wanted to show, but it doesn't work, so I'll just describe it. It was in the early 90s, there was this Marines commercial where it's like a dude in full armor on a horseback fighting animated chess pieces. Do any of you remember this commercial? Yeah! Right, so I watched that commercial and I realized that while this is really parodying how serious the Army takes itself, sometimes some things are so ridiculous, they're already parodies of themselves, and it's really hard to parody that. So the point I was making was I really hope I can be as ridiculous as that ad already was. Anyway, we're at the Manny Freak Playhouse in the Great Arrow Building, 3rd floor. Come see our show. Thanks.
Let's get up to Subversive Theater. Not only do they do stuff, but Subversive Theater is one of those places that donates their space, space that they pay rent on, space that they maintain the equipment on, and donates the space so we can have other people come in and do their acts. And Steve with City Sketches coming on next. That was almost fun.
Almost as funny as City Sketches. I have flyers and locations. Can't into the pile. What is City Sketches? City Sketches is written by me, Steve Rylance, who brought you Dependent, Undisciplined, and Sleeping Late. Maybe you saw it back in March. No? Okay, great. It's offbeat, it's heartfelt. City Sketches is sketch comedy Buffalo style. It's a little vulgar, it's irreverent, it's oddly specific, it's serious, but only for like 2 minutes, so don't worry, you're gonna laugh. It's hockey, it's the Raft Building, it's the Jersey Shore Rechecks down on Chippewa, it's Cafe Aroma, it's a little rough around the edges, but we're working on that. It's the All Right Knocks and City Hall and alleys full of dog shit. It's food festivals and Shakespeare in the Park and the Ghost of Miller Fillmore and the 14220 Representant. And it's also going to be put on 5 times at various locations. So our information is there to try to catch it. Thank you.
Thank you. Satellite Nation? Is that right now?
That's right.
Satellite Nation up next. Come on up.
Here we go.
Hi, we're Satellite Nation. We're a grunge rock band from the city of Buffalo. Well, we thought we could play some sort of song today, but that plan was we just do grunge rock. We just do grunge rock punk. We played at Town Ballroom for the Music is Art Battle of the Bands. We played at Club Infinity. We opened for Emily's Army at Mohawk Place just this past weekend. We're actually doing some. We're doing the Music is Art fundraiser at the Gallery of Morrow this weekend. If you want to check it out, it's acoustic set. That's pretty much it. We're doing some stuff in the forum.
So basically it's just the two of us, we're a rock duo.
Yeah, we're a rock duo.
Yeah,
City Honors.
I'm Vince Lima, I play guitar and I sing, and he plays drums. So, you know, we just play music and that's basically it. See you, and thank you.
Thanks,
All right, thank you. The email did say bring a labeled CD, just so you all know. All right, Melanie, not your ordinary.
Oh, yeah, Dorothy.
Not your ordinary Dorothy. Come on up.
Hello. Hi! I made this really awesome, cheesy thing. So Now You're Ordinary Dorothy is basically a Wizard of Oz take on my life in New York City. And it kind of starts out from the bottom of the rainbow. You know, you go to Oz, you go to New York, it's awesome. Drug, sex, rock and roll, the best time of your life. And then I started having to, like, you know, think about, you know, use my brain. I was like, how am I going to make money? How am I going to make my dreams come true? How am I going to, like, find people that I can connect with? So I start using my brain. And then I fall in love. I find somebody, I start using my heart. And my life is consumed by that. And then all these things come into play, and I start living through my fear like the lion. And I, you know, lose my band, I lose my love, and I kind of hit rock bottom at the bottom of the rainbow. I don't want to give the ending away, but it is this like crazy trip of mine that I experienced, and I end up being back in Buffalo, and that's. It's a one-woman, one-act, and it's, you know, got original music that I perform with my guitarist and some percussion, and it's gonna be good times. And yeah, it's super cute. It's gonna be at the College Street Gallery. Wait, first it's Rust Belt Bookstore on the 26th at 3:30. The 27th it's at El Museo Art Museum at 7, and then College Street Art Gallery the next week on the 2nd at 4:30. So definitely come. It's like really, it's like an emotional, literally roller coaster over the rainbow, and I'm sure y'all can relate to that. I'm Mel.
Thank you very much. So the Infringement Festival is like like when you count them all out, it's like over 1,000 things happen in 11 days. And over the course of those 11 days, it's pretty much wrangled by a group of like, I don't know, like 9? Is that the number this year? 1,100 performances, 9 volunteers. And so, you know, we appreciate it when you check in. I think Contact Improv, are they here? They didn't check in. They didn't check in. Come on up, your 2 minutes is counting.
So I don't know if you noticed on your way in, there's people in the window dancing. So what we're doing this year for the infringement is we plan to be sort of all over the city in different places. And our idea is to kind of be looking like ordinary people, which of course we are. And you know, at business offices and parks and different places like that, doing contact improvisation and other kinds of dance improvisation. We hope that people will see relationships between ordinary looking people, or maybe not so ordinary looking people, and not know what to expect next. So we're going to be just doing things at random places. We don't know where. It won't necessarily be announced where we'll be throughout the festival. And then on August 4th at the Old Wonder Moth from 11:30 to 1:30, we will be doing a dance in the house there. And we're going to have bread, so you can come and eat some food. Yes. And fancy and delicious, and have some food and watch some dancing and participate if you feel so moved to do that. We've been practicing improvisation and contact improvisation for quite a while now, and especially in the context of performance. Basically, contact improvisation is following the point of contact between two people and playing with what happens when you meet up this way, what happens with gravity, what happens when Bonnie's leg is in the air by Scott's ear, you know, what happens next? And when the waitress comes by. So our idea is just to kind of promote infringement by being in different places, maybe places that people wouldn't ordinarily see, maybe doing something very quick and causing people to say, did that just happen? Or doing something more extended to people, causing people to say, what are they doing? And that's basically it. Okay, thank you.
Contact Improv, and a lot of other good dance going to go on. They mentioned Old Wonder Moth, but if you're into dance, the Alt Theater is going to have a whole bunch of stuff for dance, so if you're into that this year. 3 to Power. Drew, come on up.
Hello. Thanks everybody for coming. There's a lot of interesting stuff here. This has been great. My first time infringer, and I beg your patience as this is all kind of part of the act, the last time. So I'm just going to read a description of my project. Basically, a while ago at school, the teacher told me that there's too much information around, and I was just like, no. There's a lot of misinformation around, and more information is a good thing, right? But then I thought of that Nietzsche quote, the more you look into the void, the more the void looks to you. So there's a million sites for every fringe group. Shady emails are sent around all the time like a big circle jerk, basically. My project is based in social media. I set up a bunch of sites with articles that are basically political satire. 3 to Power is basically a completely interactive installation. It's based on those websites, basically, and all that social media stuff. I will provide basically a street team to disperse business cards with the basically QR codes, those linkable cell phone codes with links to the websites. And then people will be free to visit them, view the stories, and comment on them as they will. There's a subplot though. There's a visual art narrative that goes on in sites like Flickr, Pinterest, and others, where basically there's a fantasy nation called Indigene, and it's disappearing due to the effects of all of this information. So you'll be able to see all that going on through that narrative if you look deep enough, basically. That's basically it. Thank you.
Rhythm element. Rhythm and coffee?
Bourbon.
Bourbon and coffee. That's much better. Who doesn't love bourbon? I see real wood. Wood goes with bourbon. No doubt about it.
Sergeant Phillips.
Look at this girl. Where's the stopwatch? Right there.
I have not started the timer yet. Oh, he's holding his stuff.
Thank you.
Thank you for being nice. All right, I'm starting.
So you got 80 artists. 20 seconds. Almost there. I'm talking to you. Will you use that? Yeah, where'd the poetry go?
It's on the floor.
Oh, really?
Right next to you.
Check, 2, 2.
Do it.
How many seconds do I have?
60.
60 seconds.
60 seconds.
Well, that's not much time, but I guess the whole thing is philosophy and science and religion. And normally you don't get those three people into a room and have a really pleasant conversation. Usually it's very abrasive, but I think the one thing that science and religion need to understand is that they are missing pieces to the same puzzle. It's only ignorance which blinds you to the truth. So it gets weird, and it's kind of like a roller coaster, and there's some flashing lights, and it's loud. It gets really loud at times. It'll get louder than that. But time is short, and life is for living. It's called Bourbon and Coffee. Thank you.
And coffee. Thanks to the bourbon and coffee. Next we got the Devil in Love.
Hi, we're a two-piece folk band from the outskirts of Buffalo. We're called The Devil in Love, and this is our second year playing. This is Josh. He does accordion and keyboarding and programming, and I do guitar. And we have kind of a revolving door of other musicians. Yeah, we have a lot of different people that come in and out of our band a lot. So we just lost a trumpet player.
Although it goes to show how eclectic we are that we had a trumpet player, and I can play accordion. We also have a cello player, a part-time cello player, bass player, yeah. And so we kind of run the gamut.
And yeah, we're going to be playing 2 days at the festival, and then we're going to be doing one of the radio things. And that's pretty much it that we're doing. Yeah.
You're hearing a sample of one of our more up-tempo songs right now.
It's beautiful.
It is. It is. You can thank the accordion player.
Yeah. We recorded this in my living room.
Parts of it were recorded in the living room, other parts were recorded in my bedroom. Which explains why it's so beautiful.
Exactly.
Any questions from the audience?
Thank you.
We like that. We're good point. Elise, photographs for or of buffalo?
For and yeah.
Both. That's complicated. That's too complicated for me after all this. Well, Elise?
I had a nice slideshow. I haven't talked to the microphone before. I guess it's
okay.
So I'm just going to show on my laptop of photographs I've taken. The name of my show is called Photographs of Buffalo, for Buffalo, and then some. And then, so I have 24 photos. I'm a student, kind of. But photography is my passion. I'm a first-time infringer. And I'm kind of nervous.
What type of work?
Photography. With a digital, I have a Canon 60D that I use. So here's the title of my show. I just made this. I thought maybe you guys could see bigger work. So, there we go. Photographs of the self-portrait that me and my nephew. Photographs of Buffalo, for Buffalo, and then some, like this one. My name is Amy Straczynski. So here's a picture of I guess I can't talk, so I'm going to be over now. Open it. Yeah. There you go, baby. Direct to it. Alright, so now everyone's going to see it. There you go, baby. We're over by Bleachers with Sierra. Oh, here, look at this. This is like National Geographic. Totally hire me. Alright. Yeah. Oh, look at this detail. It's a gross picture, yeah. Look how close. Nice. Nice. Tim was like, oh my god. Where are you showing? Oh, it's Space 224. It'll be on Space 224. Whoa. Small sample. More photos. This is from Infringement last year. Oh no, here, then I went for the
Wow, thank you.
Good job, Elise. A lot of good photography. Everyone loves something for Buffalo. And she mentioned Space 224, definitely something for Buffalo. Jose's a person who we all know and love. Helps us a lot. No? Helps us out a lot. And another person who we all know and love, Molly.
Hey guys, I'm gonna go really fast with this poem when I perform. It's gonna be slower. I'm doing an epic that I wrote. It's based on Ulysses, based on the Odyssey, and it's actually very similar to what Bergman Coffee said. It's from theology and my explorations. I've actually been trying to read every single religious text out there from the Bible to the Quran, so I'm still in this process of learning and exploring and trying to understand all points of view, and this is the poetry that's coming out of this very intense journey I feel like I'm on. So I'm going to do a short one. I also incorporate science and a lot of math. I love math, so this is just the beginning of it, and I'm going to give you a preview for the first poem of the epic. In the Beach Street Galaxy, in the picnic solar system, snakes biting tails, telling tales of benzene, relay dreams, bonded by spaces of 140 picometers, and the leaders of fermented wine, drunken bees, by the time waggle and return to their hexagonal honeycombs. They subconsciously know his home in a world of dodecagons and begins in polyhedral hues of 3 dimensions, but this is B dimensions, 3 dimensions, you and B dimensions. We're nature's binomial nomenclature that towards its tales and told as we all get old, finding creating selves and maturing selves, the vertex of the irregular hexagon defines a plane in the universe where people go insane and rising new insane instead of a polymeric hypercube, hyperspace, hypertime, hyperlife, hyper-you! Particles communicated faster than the speed of light. Nothing was really ever quite right. Relative, mind-blowingly metaphysical, physical, critical space, metric system slipping into place. Where time never worked with the human mind, speeding and slowing, ebbing and flowing based on all the sensory information you're knowing. Copernican revolution amidst Darwinian evolution at a revolution of 66,780 miles per hour on the sun in a paradigm of clarity. And run for a ride, grab your hitchhiker's guide to the Peachtree Galaxy. Stop clapping, you're in like 2 minutes. So, I love you. We're doing all this stuff, and I also have poetry and illuminated manuscripts from it. It's illuminated manuscripts from scientific writing and mathematics to an illuminated manuscript series I'm working on right now, the Sermon on the Mount. I mean, it's a lot of things that I feel can help make humanity feel alive and are the basis for really beautiful interactions between each other and learning all perspectives. So this is that's the art show that's at Space 224 the whole time, and then the poetry is at Space 224 on the 27th from 7:30 or 6:30 to 7:30, and then at Burning Books from sometime. I'm still deciding if that's okay, but I will too.
Yeah, Molly. All right, the next one, I've heard that they are, the things I heard about this next act have been in it forever and brilliant. Babushka.
That is you. We're the 8:50 spot.
We're punctual. Anybody in the room born in 1995 or after?
Not really?
All right, good. Well, that's how long we've been doing improv together for.
Long time. How much time we got?
I think we're doing really well. Babushka is the name of our group. It's not the name of our show. Don and I spent many Świnsukas over the last 15 years joking about our Polish heritage, so we thought it'd be nice to incorporate it into our two-man improv group.
I am a quarter Polish. I have no idea what did you say?
I'll tell you later.
Świnka?
That's close enough. What we do is basically get a single suggestion from the audience at the beginning of an hour, and then we improvise off that for 1 hour. Don and I have both trained at the Second City in Toronto. We've both been members of the Eclectic Improv Company for 14 years. So
you're doing great.
Now Don's going to take over.
When they asked us, can you do, how much time we got?
You got 1 minute.
Nice. Can you do your show in 2 minutes? We said no. We need an hour. So what are the dates? We have the date. We'll just tell you what the dates are.
Basically, every day from Thursday the 26th until Friday the 3rd, we're at a few different venues: Burning Books, El Buen Amigo, the good friend, El Museo, the museum. And
lots of shows at those two places. We're big with the Latino crowd.
And we have our big show here at Merge is on Friday, July 27th from 9 to 10 p.m.
Yeah, and what we do, like I said, we just get one suggestion. So somebody yell out a suggestion. What? Turtles. So then we do a scene about turtles.
Or maybe we'd ask for a job. But so somebody yell out a job.
A what?
An optician?
Optician.
Politician.
A politician, that's not a job. An engineer. And then we're to use those suggestions. And we're at time. See how we did?
Thank you. Babushka.
Thank you. They mentioned a couple other places. El Buen Amigo helps out, and Museo is coming back this year after not being with us for a couple of years. We really appreciate that. Kitty, right?
Yeah, Kitty
and she's been good for us. Good to us. Next is Starlight Studios, Monsters for Peace on Earth. Starlight? Here we go.
While I wait for my cohort to get up here, check out these awesome shirts designed by Janet Harrison. Janet couldn't be here tonight, but we have the poet AIC to give us a little rundown about Monsters for Peace on Earth. It's a one-night only event.
Yeah, my first time adventure. Basically, it goes something like this. We got a little something. The Monsters for Peace movement. You see all of our shirts. It happens Friday, August 3rd from 7 to 10. The Infringement Festival celebration. Just reading the card, excuse me. At the Starlight Studio, our gallery is down the street here. Very blue, very circly, very rainbow colored, very standoffish, standardish, whatever. What we'll be doing, there's a bunch of music, poetry, and art. Beautiful art, outstanding art. I've been down with that for 6 years, and I still love it. It's, you know, the rest is history. Robin Brock's next to me, Bass Reeves on the side of me. Music by Catherine Koch, Cook, is that right? Cook. Poetry once again by Robin Rocks. Jeffrey Getza, he's not here tonight, but I represent the Starlight Poets and the Starlight Studio. What you'll be hearing from me tonight is just a little taste, a little sampling. This is very raw. I haven't had a chance to really percolate this yet. Let me read it for you real fast. Inspired by hip hop. You may know these masters. Wave your hands if you don't. If you do, hey. Alright. I'm not going to rap it, I'm just going to read it. Alright, Bigfoot. Alright, yeah. Throw your hands up. Alright, Bigfoot chillin', Godzilla coolin', Lady Gaga maxin', King Kong relaxin', the werewolf illin', werewolf looking for a fight, werewolf Howard don't be here at night. Bigfoot werewolf and said yeah right, and Kong growling werewolf you are dead. Godzilla slammed werewolf in the head. Lady Gaga saw the fight and she drove by. Lady Gaga saw the fight, began to cry. Stop, she yelled. Monsters for peace, let the violence and please let the mayhem cease. In the end, all the monsters, well, they shook hands. Lady Gaga got the monsters to join her band. Peace. Please come on down longer, sir.
Okay, so I just wanted to give a shout out for Lazy D. Anybody you guys know Lazy D? Lazy S Destroyer with Crusty. They're from Cincinnati. They've come up the last, let's say this is their 4th year, coming from Cincinnati to Buffalo to do the infringement. They're hooked on it, just like the Montreal guys are hooked on it, just like the Nova Scotia dude. They're all hooked on Buffalo because we have a great art scene. And Lazy D comes every year to Cincinnati to rage out with us Buffalo people, and you gotta love him for that, right? His DVD didn't work. My fault.
All right, shout out to Lazy D. And Lazy D, the people she was talking about from Montreal, the car stories people, you know, they're the people who started this whole mess. And I guess it's an appropriate time to say that there was this festival called the Fringe Festival, which was supposed to be a do-it-yourselfer, like down-home people doing some theater festival. And turned corporate, and they kicked this other group out of the festival because they offended one of the sponsors. And it was a paper, I think, who was a big sponsor of it up there. And so they started their own festival, and they have it the same week as the Fringe Festival in Montreal every year. And Kurt Schneiderman, who a bunch of you know came down and went up there, happened to be there, and said, wow, this is pretty cool, and came down here and brought it to us. And so now we've got a lot of support for it down in Buffalo. We are the biggest infringement festival that exists. There are a number of them. There's one in Brooklyn, there's one in Hamilton, I think, there's one in... Kurt, help me out. Where the hell's Kurt?
Smoking. He's out smoking.
Of course he is. Brooklyn, Hamilton, Montreal, Hoboken. So there's a bunch of them. Thank you. And
Hamilton, Brooklyn, Montreal, and us.
And us.
Right now.
That's what's going on. So that's Kurt. Some of the people, we got 2 more things going on. We got two more. There's some people here who do a lot. Kurt's one of them. A lot of you know who he is. I see Kat out there. I see John out there. I see Aaron out there. I see Ashley out there. I see Dave out there. I see Melissa and Leslie and John out there, and there are probably some more that I'm not seeing right here. And we appreciate the help from y'all. We got Guillotine 2 coming on up next.
Don't forget Kat.
No, I did.
I did. Oh, you can't forget Kat. Guillotine 2. Oh, sorry, my French is rusty, except for those 4-letter ones.
Hello everybody. We did Guillotine last year, and this is my 3rd year at Infringement Fest, and I've played a lot of festivals. My name is Joe Siracusa. You can check out my website, The Shakespeare Guide. And the show is, hold on a second. There, that's better. The show is basically a critique of American politics today, running parallel with the French Revolution. I couldn't bring the guillotine in, so I brought you a sound cue. We're going to start at Days Park, and we're going to roam the streets of Allentown. We're going to have a guillotine frenzy at the French Quarter Cafe, and we're going to end at the Bend with toxic news breaking your neck news. We bring you breaking your neck news at night. We break your neck in the morning. We've got Slick Chiney over there, who's also the writer and director of 420. And Slick Chiney is running on the No More Elections, No More Voting ticket. Vote for me and you'll never vote again. He's got his new mind control drug. Trust me, just twice a day. Trust me. I got my buddy here, he's producing the thing, and he's also got something interesting. He's put together a big internet broadcasting network, and he really wants to cover a lot of the stuff from the Fringe Festival. So if you want to get your stuff on the internet, make sure you get a hold of Rob. I love the Infringement Festival. I want to say thanks to Kurt, John, and Leslie, and all the people who do it. And I'm also working with a Buffalo Burlesque collective who are going to do the show. They're Slick Chinese minions, and they're going to have the dance of seduction of the lobbyists, for the lobbyists, by the lobbyists. Come and see the show. I think you'll have fun. Thanks a lot.
Buffalo Burlesque Collective.
Gentlemen and all others. I am Mistress J. Kiss. I am the founder of the Stripteasers Burlesque troupe that was started over 8 years ago here in Buffalo, New York. And after I had a lovely run of a few years of alcoholism and slutism, I got pregnant. And because I couldn't dance the way I wanted to all over the world, I decided to grow an army in Buffalo. And I taught people to dance. I taught people to love themselves and each other and just have a good time with good music, good dancing, and freedom. And since then, the Army has grown into really a giant group of men and women that just want to have fun and sparkle. And we didn't really have any other name except for the Buffalo Burlesque Collective. And we have been artistic for many, many years, probably the times of prostitutes and belly dancers. They just didn't know that it was called burlesque. And we are going to celebrate the Infringement Festival at Roxy's on August 2nd, which is a Thursday night, which we do every Thursday night with the Stripteasers. And I don't really know what we're going to be doing. That's not my part. I'm just talking about the Roxy's part. Wham Bam's coming. I've wham bammed many a times. But at Roxy's, August 2nd, the show starts at midnight, but I do recommend that you come around 11:30 for a great parking spot and get a couple cocktails in you. It makes you very generous when the girls start dancing. And that's all I have to say about that particular event with burlesque.
Yeah! Yeah, cat! You! Alright, now it's time to talk about Wham Bam Thank You Slam Part 2. Hello. Wham Bam Thank You Slam Part 2. Naked women and poetry. It's beautiful. Fucking be there. It is on the 28th at Nietzsche's, and it's going to be amazing. And it's just going to be hot women just, you know, taking their clothes off. And maybe not. You never know. It's a tease. So I hope to see you all there.
And the final thing that the Buffalo Burlesque Collective is going to bring to you is A Midsummer Night's Drag, which you may have received a flyer about. We're doing this in conjunction with Jamie Cox and the Bad Girls, a local drag queen group. So it's going to be a classic retelling of the story, however, through burlesque and drag. So it's going to be August 4th, Saturday at 7:45 at the Alt, and Sunday the 5th at 8:30 at the Alt. So we hope to see you all there. Man, you look hot. You know?
Hey, thank you to all the artists who came out, helped us out, went through this kind of little whirlwind thing. Appreciate it.